So this is the Doddabajrakallu lake. It is similar to the Chikbanavara lake. It is highly polluted throughout the year because it receives lot of untreated sewage from the surrounding areas and from the Dasarali side, Pinya industrial area side, and other parts of BBMP limits. That is the reason it has highly polluted. Only after the Chikbanavara lake, I have observed the second largely polluted lake is Doddabajrakallu lake. Next slide, please. So Doddabajrakallu lake is 18.4 acres area. Located in the Dasarali outflow from the Dasarali lake. Next slide. So that is the nature of the sewage and other part of that area. Sewage is entering into the lake. Next slide, please. So this is the Doddabajrakallu lake solid waste dumping area, and the BBMP secondary solid waste segregation point is also located on the stormwater drains. Finally, these two solid waste dumping area, lake bed area, and the BBMP secondary solid segregation point, they dump their waste into the Doddabajrakallu lake. That is the reason it becomes highly polluted. Next slide. So this is the quality of the Doddabajrakallu lake. BOD level is very high, DO is very low, and total fecal coliform is very high, and the standards is E and D, which shows that the lakes are highly polluted. Next slide. There are two, as I told you, the BWSSP is operating 20 MLD, two sewage treatment plants in the lake bed area of Doddabajrakallu. They are drawing the water from the lake, Doddabajrakallu lake, instead of taking the sewage from the BBMP limits. It is really surprising. They are not getting the sewage through the pipeline to the STPs. Instead of that, they are taking the sewage water which is flowing in the Doddabajrakallu lake itself and treating it in the 20 MLD STPs, and afterwards the treated sewage, unfortunately, without using for any good purpose, they are letting it out to the storm water drains which are already polluted like this. The treated sewage water and the untreated sewage from the surrounding area again mixed up, and there is a waste of money, and there is a waste of energy, and there is a waste of purpose. These two sewage treatment plants which are located in the Doddabajrakallu area is getting mixed with the sewage, and then finally it joins the Arkavathi river. Next slide, please. So this is the flow of the Doddabajrakallu lake. Next slide, please. So these are all the stormwater drains which I was showing in the Wipro layout, Rukmini Nagara, and Doddabajrakallu outflow at the Chennanayakanhalli confluence point. So you can observe lot of stormwater drains are confluencing in the many confluence points wherein we have observed the most of the time BOD, COD, and other fecal coliforms are very high. Next slide, please. This is the Google map showing the garment, some of the garment washing units and other industries located in that area. They are discharging their effluent into the Rajakalves. That Rajakalves finally joins the Arkavathi river after the Nice Road. Next slide, please. So this is the Rajakalves flowing beside zone Madhavara lake. And the Madhavara lake is also located before the Nice Road, but it is not receiving any sewage mainly because the Jindal Naturotherapy people are maintaining the lake, so they are avoiding any discharge of sewage into the lake. So sometimes it looks good, but after this Madhavara lake outflow, it joins the untreated sewage and it crosses the Nice Road. So Madhavara lake is about 24 acres located near the Jindal Naturotherapy control. And you can see after next slide, please. Next slide. So you can see one pipeline there which is receiving the untreated sewage, and it is mixing with the Madhavara lake outflow. Next slide. So this is the quality of the Madhavara lake. BOD is also very high. DO level is very somewhat okay, but we have noticed some fecal coliform. That is the reason it is not fit for any purpose. Next slide. So Rajakalves located in the Madhavara lake, which we are observing that lot of sewage is flowing. That is the reason we have observed similar to the Bangalore foam type. Here also lot of foam will be developed throughout the year, but that foam was not noticed by anyone luckily. But similar to the Bangalore lake foam type, here is also there is a lot of foam development. After this sewage crosses the Nice Road area and then flowing towards the Arkavathi side. This is the one which we are so observing that sewage is flowing in the Madhavara Lake side. Next slide. So this is the path of the sewage which is flowing from Anchepalya, that is Madhavara Lake, crossing the Nice Road, then flowing adjacent to the Tumkur Road, then it goes towards the Siddhanosanalli. So this next slide. So these are all the major storm water drains located in the Tumkur Road. They are all carrying the untreated sewage. Unfortunately, the BWSP STP is located on the upstream side of the natural storm water drains become waste, and it finally joins the Siddhanosanalli. So next slide, please. You observe here, compared to the Tharbanhalli confluence point, the huge quantity of untreated sewage and huge quantity of storm water is flowing in the natural drains, and finally it reaches the Arkavathi at the Siddhanosanalli. This is the point where the untreated sewage, majority of the sewage treated in the 20 mld of STPs and other sewage from the Dasaralli area, the Dodbidrikalli area, flowing like this. The water color you can observe there, the water is not at all clear and it looks like a contaminated industrial effluent flowing in the stormwater drains. And if it reaches there in the Siddhanosanalli, you imagine the quality of water that reaches Siddhanosanalli confluence point, and then finally when it reaches the Tipponalli, naturally the Tipponalli reservoir will become very dry. Next slide please. So this is the one near the Siddhanosanalli. To find out this confluence point, nearly I have struggled more than some 6 months, because in the beginning of my work I am not able to find out where the water is joining the Arkavathi river from the Nice Road and all those things. Finally, after visiting several times there, walking around that Rajakalves and contacting the local people to know that where exactly the point of confluence point, that is the sewage from the Madhavara Lake and other part of Dodbidrikalli Lake joining the Arkavathi. Finally, I found that one near Siddhanosanalli, it was joining to the Arkavathi river. Next slide, please. So this is the Arkavathi river at the Siddhanosanalli confluence point. You can see that the DO level is 0.5 and BOD is high, and total fecal coliform level is very, very high. It clearly shows that the Arkavathi at this Siddhanosanalli point is highly polluted, which is going further down towards the Tipponalli reservoir. Next slide. So this is the Arkavathi river flowing at Siddhanosanalli. You please notice the color of the water there. The water is not at all looking like the water is flowing in the Arkavathi river. It looks like a polluted stream, or the some other streams, or some sewage flowing streams. The color of the water is not at all looks good at all the times of the year. You cannot treat this water, or you cannot make this water potable for any purpose in this Siddhanosanalli confluence point. Next slide, please. Arkavathi river further flows from Siddhanosanalli towards the Arokathnalli, Kadranhalli, Kamsandra, Gaudalli for a distance of 6.5 km. The land from the Arokathnalli, Kadranhalli, Kamsandra, Gaudalli is majorly utilized for agriculture purpose. There are no industries and apartments, residential layouts in this stretch of Arkavathi river. So this is the one more interesting confluence point, because the Arkavathi river again receives the untreated sewage from the one more confluence point from Pinya industrial area, BBMP wards, Tigalrapalya, Karivobnalli, Handralli, Yagnalli, Bhairaveshwara industrial estate, Shivpura lake. The Bhairaveshwara industrial estate is located on the upstream side of the Rajkumar Samadhi road near the Laggere side and the Karivobnalli side. So all these area pockets and all these area sewage and all these area rainwater is finally joining the Arkavathi river at one confluence point called Vettalli. You please see the previous slide, please. This is a Shivpura lake, and the quality of the Shivpura lake is also very contaminated, because Shivpura lake is located in the Pinya industrial area. That is the reason they are receiving a lot of untreated sewage. And then From Shivpura Lake, it goes to Karivabnalli Lake. Karivabnalli Lake is also located adjacent to the Pinya industrial area. It receives the water from Shivpura Lake. So from Karivabnalli, that is from Shivpura Lake to the Karivabnalli, then Karivabnalli Lake, further it goes towards one more lake called Gangonnalli Lake. So, sir, this is just Gangonnalli Lake, sir. It is highly polluting, located adjacent to the Nice Road. After the Shivpura Lake, Karivabnalli Lake, and Andralli Lake. Why? Because there are so many private industrial estates and so many so many residential apartments are there. That is the reason Gangonnalli Lake is highly polluted. So after the next slide, please. After the Gangonnalli Lake, you can see the lot of untreated sewage there. You please see the pedal of the Gangonnalli Lake near the Nice Road. Next slide, please. So you see this area, sir. This is the area where we have noticed the Gangonnalli Lake. Before the Gangonnalli Lake, lot of oily mixed water and polluted water and all the solid waste was dumping from so many areas, and this water is entering into the Gangonnalli Lake. Next slide, please. This is the area, sir. Once I gone there and I cannot able to come back, I called some crane, and from the crane I came back to the main road. Unfortunately, when I got there and went and stand up there, I cannot lift my move my leg back because that was a sinking area, and again luckily somebody helped me and I came back, sir. Next slide, please. This is the Gangonnalli confluence point where the Karivabnalli Andralli Lake water is joining the Gangonnalli Lake. Next slide, please. Next slide. So these are all some of the photos which I have taken in that area, wherein they have received a lot of chemical water and the contaminated sewage water. Next slide. So next slide. Next. So you can see the BOD value there and other parameters there which are highly polluting. Next slide. So from Gangonnalli Lake is 40 acres. It is located in the Gangonnalli village. Next slide. Next slide. So from Gangonnalli, the water further flows towards the one more lake called Macholli Lake, sir. Macholli Lake is also receiving the outflow of Gangonnalli Lake. That is the reason it is also highly polluted. From Gangonnalli, it goes to Lakkinalli, then Macholli. Next slide. Then Lakkinalli to Macholli, then Macholli to one more confluence point, Bettalli. Next slide, please. The quality of the lakes in almost all the lakes are below E standard. Lakkinalli, Macholli, and then next slide, please. Next slide. Next. So this is the confluence point at the Bettalli, wherein all these lakes water is joining the Arkavathi river, which is highly polluting. Yes, sir. Next slide. Other lake which is discharging the water to the Arkavathi river is Kacholli Lake, which is located near the Magni Road. It is also receiving lot of untreated sewage and it joins the Arkavathi river. Next slide, please. The quality of the Kacholli Lake is also very contaminated, and it reaches and receives lot of untreated sewage from the surrounding areas, and it carries all the sewage, all the solid waste, and finally joins the Arkavathi river after confluence with the Gangonnalli, Kacholli, Macholli Lake near Bettalli. Next slide. So this is the lakes Google Maps. Bayandalli, one more lake is called Bayandalli, which is located after the Macholli. Here also lot of sewage is entering into the Arkavathi river. Next. So after these so many lakes, that river flows from Macholli Lake to the Vadralli Bridge. So this is the Arkavathi river bridge I have noticed. Previous slide, please. Notice this, sir. This is the actually Arkavathi river, but the river looks like a algae and lot of solid waste dumped there, and it is highly polluted by receiving the majority of the water from all those confluence points called Tarapnalli, Siddhosanalli, and Bettalli. From Bettalli, it further flows towards the Vadralli before confluencing. Next one, please.
Yeah, next.
Yeah, this is the Arkavathi river.
Yeah.
At all the 3 points. Next slide. Then from this it is goes, next slide please, next. Then it goes further towards the Kitnalli bridge. So this is the Arkavathi river bridge. Next slide, next slide. Yeah, next slide, next slide.
Yeah, go on.
Next, yeah, next.
Lost.
Next one.
Almost.
Yeah, this is the, yeah, please. So this is the Kitnalli bridge constructed across the Arkavathi river, wherein we can find lot of water which is almost black there, and it emits the obnoxious smell, and it never looks like a river which is carrying a storm water or any fresh water which can be used for some animals or which can be used by any human being there, sir. You can clearly notice there. It is before the Tipponalli. After Kitnalli, next slide please. Next. So after Kitnalli, it flows further towards the Gangenalli, Jogeralli. Next slide, please. This is the one which is a Giddenalli bridge, which is constructed before the Tipponalli reservoir. And finally, it reaches the Tipponalli near the Mettipalya. Next slide, please. And Arkavathi river at the Vartur bridge also, I have collected the sample, and it is very obnoxious and very polluted. So finally, when it reaches the Tipponalli, we can see the next slide, please. Next. Quality of the Tipponalli reservoir is we can observe that BOD and DO level is very below the standard, and the Tipponalli reservoir is highly polluted and classified as below E, and nobody, even we can take lot of steps to regenerate the so many lakes and all. It is highly difficult to treat the water in the Tipponalli reservoir. The main reason for polluting of the Tipponalli reservoir is from the so many lakes located on the upstream side of Arkavathi river, and mainly it receives the untreated sewage in majority of the time. Next slide, please. Thank you, sir.